Pause for a moment. All right. Hey, everyone. This is Aaron Haney, Media Communications Specialist at Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Family Center update. We actually recorded so much content that we decided to split this video into 2 parts. So this is part 1, and you're going to have to come back next week for part 2. We have some awesome content planned. So without further ado, here we go.
Hey everyone, it's time for our next update here for our Family Center up on the Annex. We're starting as we did last time, right outside the gate, because the one thing I want to remind everyone, yes, the gate is open, but this doesn't mean that it's free access. Please remember that it is a closed site still. You need your hard hat, you need your vest and different things to be able to come in and out. It's actually open because they have things going on inside. I do have Alex, who's one of our parishioners, but he's also the superintendent on site for Metro, who is handling our project. So there's been a little bit of changes happening. Now I can't use my road anymore. So what are y'all doing to my road?
Well, what we've done is we instituted several years ago a bypass road to get to the back of the property. In conjunction with this ongoing project we figured we were going to be doing.
Okay.
So that's what it is. It's a bypass to get around the site. So when we do close down the road permanently, we still have access to the back of the site in the building.
What are they doing on top of my concrete road?
Right now what we're doing is we're pre-cutting our trenches.
Okay.
So we're still waiting on a permit from Saws and from Bexar County mostly. So they're going ahead and doing their open trenching, filling it back in. So as soon as we get the permit, we can open it up, expose it, and put our pipe in.
And what kind of piping are we going to be running there?
We're using water line, 8-inch line that'll feed it. We're doing a bypass over here in front of our existing fire riser so we can meter it. So that way we meet all the requirements we need. And as you can see, there's blue stakes running down, and that is the line that they're following. It's the center line of the easement that's already been established for Saws.
Perfect. So I will here in a second have Aaron turn the camera because that pit that you're talking about, the storage tank, we already have one here to the right, you were telling me?
You have a vault there, and then we're doing a bypass vault.
So these stakes, these are new. You probably have not seen these stakes here at the very front of the property. This is something brand new. This is where that water line is going to come in, and it will be following these blue stakes all the way back to the back of the property and in regards to where the project is being done. So here in a while, you're going to see that trench that they're running with those machines are going to be coming a whole lot closer throughout the property. So there's a nice big truck over here sitting off of the side. What did he actually just hauled in right before we began our video. What did he bring in?
What he's bringing in is he's bringing in the crushed rock that's required for the embedment of all the piping.
Okay.
So that'll be our bed layer and our fill layer to meet the requirement. So we have truckloads stockpiling right now to be ready.
Awesome. So you said they're trenching a hole. It's got an 8-inch pipe. So are they making an 8-inch trench in my road? Or how big are the hole are they making in my road?
The trench right now is a 27-inch trench wide, minimum 6 foot deep. Gives enough bedding for around the pipe to keep it from moving and then stabilize it. So we meet our compaction.
So just over 2 feet wide, 6 foot deep.
Minimum, yes.
Minimum. So just keep that in mind, folks. That's actually deep enough. If this was the cemetery, we could bury someone there at 6 foot deep. Now, please note, I don't plan on burying anybody in the road. That's not the purpose. It is just to make sure the pipes are far enough down that they're not going to get damaged by anything happening with the property.
That's right.
So as you can kind of see right now, they got a cloud of dust. That means the trencher, I'm guessing, is actually running itself.
Right now.
It looks like a giant chainsaw blade that's cutting through the concrete, cutting through the rock and the dirt, and then it's sifting it off to the side. That's what the bucket is for, actually. He's playing or messing around moving that dirt, if I remember correct seeing it.
He's backfilling it where he was already trenched, so that way we don't have any open holes.
That's good, because I'm a little bit clumsy. I would probably fall in one of those holes, and 2 feet would probably mean I would get stuck in the middle of it, and then y'all got to find a way to pull me out of the hole. So we are going to go ahead and continue on in our video. We want to keep this fairly short, but still give you a great update. So we are going to continue deeper into the project to show you some of the stuff we have going on right now.
Okay, here we have a shot. We moved in closer to the site, to the access road off the side of the main drive. As you can see, that rock trencher is right now in process. We also have the track hoe filling in as he goes. Like I said, this is a safety precaution. It has twofold. One of where we're waiting for a permit. The other one is to make sure we're safe in the site. We don't have any accidents, anybody falling into open structures.
So we continue riding on into our property here. We're on the road that Alex had mentioned earlier. That is our bypass. That still gives us a little bit of access, but not very much to get back to the old house here on the property. But last time I was here, we didn't have these. There's actually 2 large piles of dirt. So is this because we're hoarding, or what's the deal with the dirt?
Well, no, we have a purpose for that, Father. One of the things is we have a lot of landscape we're going to put around the building, and rather than hauling dirt, we decided as a cost savings, which is what we've done throughout this whole project, is we're taking all the grubbing materials, letting it set. Then what we'll do is filter through it, and we will use this as the actual backfill around our base. Nice. And mix it with some finers for our landscaping areas. Awesome. So these are stockpiled here. That is subgrade that we'll use in our lower spot around the detention area to help us get all our fill in there. That way we're not having to truck in extra material.
Perfect. And now are we just storing the rocks until they can get rid of them later, or what's the thing with the rocks?
What we're doing is I'm coming through here and grading the whole site, and any of the big protruding rocks that we can't use for landscape areas or whatever, we will be hauling them out. So nice. That's part of the haul out. That was already figured in the plan, but we are going to keep anything.
So have we hauled any rock out already?
No, we haven't hauled anything out yet, other than the oak wool trees. As you can see that we took out here. That's why we.
Yeah, I remember that when we did the video last time, there were piles of trees everywhere.
Right, and those were the oak wool trees, and we hauled them out already and burned the stumps. Perfect. So now we don't have any more of the oak wool on our site right now.
Yeah.
So now we're letting it all dry out because it takes at least 2 to 4 months for that stuff just to dissipate.
Perfect. Okay. So you said they got the big pile of dirt. We're going to sift through that. We're going to use a hand sifter, or
no. Actually, we're.
I want to make videos of that if you do.
We're a little bit more technology advanced. We actually have buckets that will do that for us. They're called rock buckets. They'll fit on the bobcats, backhoes, whatever you want to use. So we do have that, and that will help take care of that tedious project, so we don't have 100 volunteers out here trying to sift through rock.
But we need confirmation hours.
Well,
but then again, I don't think any of them would volunteer for that in the middle of this heat.
Not judging by the size of that pile, and we're still going to add more to it. So
no, I don't think so. Now, I'm guessing the 3 poles that we see coming in, that's for future utilities as well?
No, that's not. That was our existing utility line that we had to relocate out of that easement. So we've already done all of that work. We're waiting for CPS to come back and pull them for us.
Okay, and then we get to keep the pole, or are they going to take
poles? We keep the poles.
Okay, so then I can find something to do with poles then.
There you go. You got it. That's right.
Perfect.
It won't go to waste.
No, they won't. I'll either go use them for edging around the church or around the prop, something in here.
There you go.
Now, you also mentioned that one of the things that we're going to be doing is a prayer garden here on site.
That is correct.
And it's not going to be right around the project over here.
No, it'll be isolated off to the side. As a matter of fact, if Aaron pans over here, you see where this little circle area looks like? We used to have a bypass, so in and out traffic. We removed all the oak wool trees from there as well, because that will be the future area of our prayer garden. Nice. So that's what we'll have. We'll have stations of the cross. We'll have benches. We'll have all sorts of stuff we're going to put in there.
Yes. So that's going to be awesome. That gives us another area for people to come, not just to be in the main property building, but to have a place to come, to sit, to pray,
right,
and enjoy the larger project in the place that we have. Because I believe it's right at 20 acres here.
It's 20.43 acres.
Okay, so almost 20 and a half acres that we're able to work with. And so we're going to be really using a lot of this space for throughout the years.
Oh, yes, definitely.
It's going to look a whole lot different in a couple months.
Yeah, it'll look definitely a lot different in a couple months.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. We'll head on into go ahead and continue on our route going into the project to show a few more things.
All right, great.
All right, that's all we have for this week. So make sure you tune in next week to see part 2 of our Family Center update. We'll catch you then. God bless.